I'm Mark Saxton,
I'm Joey Cundiff.
and this
It's Code Red Lawson.
And RIP, not really, but to Matt, the Manalist.
the Manalist.
The Manalist.
He started a job. He works about 2 hours away from home. Couldn't make it tonight, but he will be on soon. In his honor, it is time
And it's been that time.
to talk some shit.
Talk some shit, boys.
We're losing cows over here. See that? Is that a blue moon?
It sure is, buddy. They were on sale today.
I don't
Nice.
hate that. I don't hate
Nice.
that pick. Have
You
you
actually why
ever
we got the mix.
you ever put a Valencia orange in it?
I sure have. That's my favorite thing to do with these, actually. Usually I'll pour them in a glass, but
I've never
sometimes
done
I'll just wedge them in there after I take a few
Really,
sips.
dog, it's delightful.
Is it?
Yeah.
It's
New York isn't bad
delicious.
by itself, but I've never
It's
popped an orange. in it.
Delicious. At the bar, they'll give you one, but at home, if you pop one in there, dude, woo, woo.
It's like a Modelo with a lime, huh?
Yeah. It's delightful.
Mm.
Still
Just
delightful.
better.
Just on another level.
It's a little bit
Like
on another
this
level. 'cause
next
It adds that
UFC
sweetness.
card.
Woo, UFC 290 going down tomorrow. And we're fucking hyped for it. Let's go. Where do I start? There's so many fucking good fights. But I think it would be respectful to start with Ruthless Robbie Lawler. It is his retirement fight. He has been in the UFC for so fucking long. I mean, I think I was still in diapers when he started fighting in the cage, dude. I think it was 99 was his first fight. Dude is still slinging, still throwing. We saw him last time against Nick Diaz. And his retirement fight is against Nico the Hybrid Price. And
Go ahead,
you know,
Cody. We're not talking shit, buddy. We're trying to figure something out. We have a pop quiz.
no, you're good. I'm rolling.
Don't
I'm
talk
rolling.
over me again. Kidding, pussy.
Watch yourself, Joey. Okay.
Like
Okay?
who? Like who should
How-
watch himself?
How dare you interrupt when I'm trying to give respect to the man, Ruthless Robbie Lawler? All right. How do you not remember that hanging lip with against
Everybody.
fucking Rory McDonald? Come on.
Everybody.
That shit was gruesome. That was one of the greatest fights of all time in the cage. And his career will come to an end Saturday night against Nico the Hybrid Price. You know, my heart is going with Robbie on this one, but my mind is going with Nico. So I got to go with Nico. Robbie's the old guy. Nico's, not young himself, but looked a little bit more fresh. His last few fights, fought some younger guys. I mean, Robbie fought an old, tired Nick Diaz his last fight. We all saw that. It was a little depressing. But, got to go with Nico on my pick. I hope there's no winner in this fight, in my opinion. I would love to see Robbie Lawler go out and get a win on his last fight. But you see a lot of times these guys, they already got a whole foot out the door. When they say it's their last fight, it usually doesn't go their way. So, Nico is the smart pick on that one. But I hope Robbie gets it done. I hope Robbie fucking ends on a win. That would be awesome. So let's move on to the first.
So hold on. If you were betting, man, you betting on Nico the Hybrid.
Yeah, Nico the Hybrid Price. That's the smart bet. That is the smart bet. As much as I want Robbie to win. My heart is going out to Robbie, but my wallet is going out to Nico. No, as much as I fucking love Robbie Lawler, dude's a fucking champ, fucking vet, champion in multiple fucking organizations, including the UFC. Yeah. Now, the biggest favorite and the biggest dog ever in a UFC fight, taking it on short notice. Val Woodburn coming in at a very short notice to fight Bo Nickel. Dude.
Bo for the win? Via
Dude.
submission. Lock it in.
Now,
that is my first collar lock of the week.
First round. Get that first round submission so you can multiply those odds. But guess what, Joey? I'm a fucking bet man. You know that, Mark. You know I love the fucking dog.
Oh, you got
I
you.
got in. He's currently at a plus 1100. I got in as soon as he came in at plus 1300. I just threw $5 on it. But guess what?
You
$5
got you.
pays out $70. He could land a punch. Every fight starts on the feet. Now, I would never throw that on a parlay. That's stupid. Because Bo Nicholas showed how fucking dominant he can be and how quick he can fucking take people to the mat, choke them out. He's got heavy hands as well. Val has really only showed his heavy hands, and he's had some good defense, but Bo Nickel is the smart lock on this one for sure.
Okay.
But hey, if you got $5 to burn, maybe
Why
throw
not?
it in on Val.
Why
You'll
not?
happen.
probably only
It could
win
happen.
50 or 50 cents. Yeah, like 50 cents, but
Oh, 50 cents on fucking Bo. Yeah, dude, you gotta bet like $1,000 to win like fucking $100
you know
or
what the
some
line
shit
is
like
off
that.
the top of your head?
The line is currently Bo Nickel is minus 2,500, the
Yeah.
biggest favorite of UFC history.
Yeah.
I mean, I believe in combat sports history. That is insane. I could be wrong on the combat sports
No,
and the
no, I
boxing
think
and everything.
I think
That-
Jake Paul has been a very favorite, a very heavy favorite in most of his fights.
Not heavier than minus 2,500, Joey. What are you thinking?
Him versus Nate Robinson? Are you kidding me?
Not minus 2,500. It wasn't minus 20. I promise
If anybody bet money on Nate Robinson versus Jake Paul would be ridiculous.
you that. In hindsight, I don't think anyone thought that he was going to starch him like that. But yeah, Bo Nickel is a solid fucking lock. Solid lock on that fight. Now, Jalen the Tarantula Turner versus Dan the Hangman Hooker at lightweight. I love that fight. It's gonna be fucking dope. Jalen Turner coming off that split decision loss to Gamrot. Dude, I had him on my parlay that fight, and he's the only one who lost, and he lost by split decision. I thought he edged it, but I was biased, obviously. But dude, I love Dan. I think Dan's a plus 240 underdog.
And he's man.
I'm going with Dan the man, Dan the Hangman Hooker. Let's fucking go. He's gonna get it done at the dog at plus 240 against Jalen. I mean, that money line is pretty crazy to me.
It's not tall.
Jalen's crafty, but I mean, fuck. Now let's move on to my fucking lock of the night in the middleweight division. And the money line kind of surprises me on this one. I thought it was gonna be way more in Whitaker's favorite. Bobby Knuckles versus Marcus Duplessis for the middleweight contender, the number one contender spot. Who is going to fight Izzy next? Izzy will be taking on whoever wins. And I know we've fought Whitaker twice, but Whitaker
We're getting
is
the
fucking
trilogy.
Whitaker is beating fucking Duplessis. We will see the trilogy of Duplessis and Israel Adesanya. A minus 360. That's a fucking lock. That's a fucking lock of the night for Code Red. We're going Bobby Knuckles at minus 360. Easy fucking lock. Put all your fucking money on it. I told Sam today, if I was a rich
Bet
man,
the mortgage. Bet
I
the
would
mortgage.
fuck the mortgage. I'd throw 20 grand on him to win $5,000. It's the easiest $5,000 I'll ever make, unless he comes out and snaps his fucking leg like Anderson Silva or Chris Weidman. That's the only way he's losing, and I don't want to jinx it.
Funny,
I already did.
Funny you said that. He got into the Hall of Fame today.
Oh, dude, Whitaker did?
No, the Spider.
Oh, Anderson Silva. Finally. Fucking finally. I did see Jose Aldo got in.
Yeah.
That was a very emotional, moving segment. So very happy for those two fellas. But Bobby Knuckles, throw the mortgage, throw your savings, throw it all. It's a fucking lock. It's happening. I don't think I've missed a lock in all of our shows. Just saying.
I'm sure you have. Your code.
A lock though? A lock. Okay, parlays.
Yeah, because if you didn't
parlays,
pussy locks. Our locks will still win you $5. Your locks will win you 2 cents on the dollar.
But last week, Brendan Allen at minus 120.
No,
Come on.
We'll talk about this off stream, but your lock. No, when you were here. I
Oh,
Oh,
thought-
I probably picked a
yeah.
high one. I probably
No,
did. Yeah.
yeah. It was the. I believe it was.
I probably did.
Gilbert.
No. Yeah, no, it wasn't Gilbert Burns. That was not your lock. It was the Korean chick. I cannot remember her name, and she beat.
Oh,
Why
fucking,
am I forgetting this fight?
Jessica Andrade. Jessica
Yes,
Andrade.
yes,
Yeah,
that was your
yeah,
lock.
Yeah.
And
She was an underdog. She was a dog.
and that was your lock.
I don't know. Okay,
Yeah,
we'll
we
rewatch.
were outside.
All right. I'm not saying you're wrong. I remember being fucking. I mean, I didn't think she was gonna get her like that. If she was gonna get her. I thought it was gonna be like a war through 15 minutes. I thought it was gonna be a fucking dogfight, not that.
Michael Vick event.
I thought she was. I didn't think she was gonna drown her ass in a bucket. Holy shit. All right.
While we're
going on to
talking about dogs, I'd like to give a shout out. Fuck the city of Holbrook. Starting Waco. Go ahead, Cody. That's just for them. I'm sending that to them.
Okay. Fair enough. Hey, every time I go to Holbrook, I
Waco?
get fucking sick.
Waco.
So I agree. Flyweight title fight, co-main event. Brandon Moreno versus Alexandre Pantoja. Going for the flyweight title fight. Pantoja beat Moreno twice in his career. Once in an unofficial fight on The Ultimate Fighter back in 2016, and then in an official fight in 2018. But it's been 5 years since then. Brandon Moreno is a completely different fighter. Everyone knows that. It's fucking obvious. The dude has been on a tear. He got cut from the UFC.
It's his turn.
Just like Izzy against Pereira. It's his fucking time. He's here to reign. He's here to bring the championship again back to Mexico. Reign another belt. Prove everyone wrong. All the Pantoja dick riders. Fucking that. Yeah, he beat him. He beat him twice. But that wasn't the same guy. We got a completely different guy. I got Brandon Moreno by submission. We're going to go 3rd round sub. Probably by rear naked choke.
I love it.
And then the main event of the evening. Do you want another lock? I'll give you another lock. I'll give you 2 locks tonight. Okay, we got Bobby Knuckles, first lock. Second lock, Alexander the Great Volkanovski. And he's fighting Yair.
That's a big lock.
Rodriguez. But guess what? Look at these odds too on this. This blew my mind as well. Volkanovski is a minus 370 favorite. That's it. Minus, like, don't get me wrong.
I figured he would have went in like the minus 660s.
I was thinking like 550, maybe 500. You look. Don't get me wrong. Yair Rodriguez is a boss.
Yeah,
Yair
but
Rodriguez
I
is
figured
really
the
crafty,
stuff would have carried him over the 600s.
dude. I mean, Yair Rodriguez put on a great performance, but dude, Volk beat Islam in my opinion, and Volk is pound for pound #1 in the world right now.
Not a running back.
The only way Yair Rodriguez wins this fight is a crazy head kick. A crazy kick out of nowhere that Volkanovski doesn't see coming, almost something like we saw with Usman and Edwards. That's the only way I see Yair winning. If he wins, that's how he's going to win.
But Edwards did come back and fight the second fight.
He sure did. He sure did. I'm talking about this fight here. And
I know.
now.
I'm just saying.
The only way. Yep. You're right. You're right. I'm not taking anything away from Leon.
Don't worry. I thought it was an accident too. I thought Usman was about to fuck his world.
Dude. You know what's funny? I didn't even bet on that fight. I didn't throw it in a parlay or anything because I saw it and I was like, I'm staying away from this one. So just gonna watch. But this one, lock. Volkanovski. We got 2 locks. Bobby Knuckles, Robert Whitaker, and Alexander the Great Volkanovski. Both Whitaker's at minus 360, Volkanovski's at minus 370. You parlay that, dude, you're almost at even money. You're about like what, minus 200, maybe like minus 180. Come on now.
Throw a couple
and that's
speckles on that.
Fuck yeah. Dude, if I wasn't so poor, dude, I'd be throwing my fucking mortgage payment on that shit.
Fucking do it anyway.
Maybe I will. Fuck it. Let's risk it. Let's roll the dice.
Gotta risk it to get the biscuit, homie.
Go to a loan shark and pull out 100 grand.
That's a great, because I could pay him back right away as soon as I get my winnings.
You could.
So I don't have to worry about interest.
Amen.
Dude.
And with the power of video editing, we're back like nothing happened.
And
Except-
Cody, way to cover UFC.
Yeah, except Cody shit himself.
Just a little bit.
That's why we had to do what we did.
Just a little bit, you know. Sometimes we get a little nervous.
But now, not talking about nervous, they're going to be playing in front of thousands, maybe just hundreds of fans in Seattle, the way Juan Soto was talking about it.
And the way that downtown Seattle is.
Unless they let homeless people in. But we're talking about MLB All-Star Game.
It's coming.
It's
upon
here.
us.
It's here. In the next few days, it is here.
The 11th and the 12th.
So I want to start us off with our roster. Okay. I'm gonna burn through the AL real quick.
Do it to it.
Starting catcher, Jonah Heim, which I predicted. Yandy Diaz, who's having a phenomenal year, as are the Rays. Then you got Marcus Semien,
Mm,
the Seaman himself, representing Texas again.
mm.
So is Jonah Heim, and we're not done with Texas yet because we got Josh Young or Jung, however you say it. Not sure yet. I don't watch a lot of Texas games. And then you got old Seager back there. Bet the Dodgers wish they had him again at shortstop. And Mike Trout. He's hurt. I don't think he deserved this one.
Nah, he's going on his name. But he has been hot as of late.
And then you got one of the most electrifying players since the World Classic, Randy Rosarena. Good on you.
Deserving.
Aaron Judge, but he's hurt. And Shohei Ohtani will be your starting pitcher and DH. Reserves, I'm going to burn through them real quick. You got Salvador Perez, who's there because Kansas City had to have somebody there. Adley Rutschman, Vladdy Jr., Whit Merrifield, Bo Bichette, Jose Ramirez, who should be starting, Wander Franco, Luis Robert Jr., who's also he's in the home run derby, right?
Sure is.
Number
He sure
one,
is.
Austin Hayes, Jordan Alvarez, but he is hurt. Adolis Garcia, another Texas. Kyle Tucker, Julio Rodriguez, and Brent Rooker are your batting and infield reserves. Pitchers, you got Shohei, like I said, starting.
Wait. Can I just interject? I think I saw that Shohei had a blister on one of his fingers and he's not going to be pitching in the All-Star
Hey,
game.
we beat him fair and square. I don't want to hear shit.
No, nothing came out about if he's going to be pitching or not.
I thought I saw that, so
Nothing yet.
forgive me.
But it doesn't say he's injured on here, according to MLB.com. Then you got Garrett Cole, Luis Castillo, Sonny Gray, Nathan Eovaldi, Kevin Gossman, Shane McClanahan, but he's injured, so he won't be there. Framber Valdez, Michael Lorenzen, who is Detroit's, I guess here's have an all-star guy. Should have been Miggy, though. It's his last season. Give it to him. George Kirby, he's hurt. Or no, he's not hurt. He's an add-on. And Carlos Estevez. Relievers, Kenley Jansen, Emmanuel Clase, but he's hurt. Felix Bautista and Yanier Cano. Mark,
The Mets just scored in extras. It's 4-3.
we knew that was going to happen. Take me through the NL. Burn through it.
Burn through the NL. Let's see what we got here. So Sean Murphy, catcher for Atlanta. Freddie Freeman, first baseman for Atlanta. I'm sorry, the Dodgers. Luis Reyes,
Dang.
Miami's second baseman.
Who's
Nolan
hitting
Arenado.
like 800.
For St. Louis, shortstop Orlando Arcia for Atlanta. Dude, Atlanta's kind of stacked this year on
Told you.
All-Stars.
Told you.
Ronald Acuna, Mookie Betts, Corbin Carroll, good on him,
Who just got hurt today.
and JD Martinez, which I feel like that was just kind of a give me just because he's a Dodger. Will in the reserves, Will Smith, Dodger, Elias Diaz, Rocky, Matt Olson, and Ozzy Albies, both Braves.
One
That's
more
the
break.
Mets as the Mets knocking another run. Dansby Swanson. There you go, Cody.
No, you forgot Austin Riley. He's there too.
Cubbies.
Oh,
Yeah, you did forget Austin Riley, also on the Braves.
Pete Alonso. Geraldo Perdomo. Lourdes Gurriel. Nick Castellanos. Juan Soto. There's my guy. Jorge Soler. And then pitchers, Zach Gallen, Spencer Strider, Bryce Elder, Justin Steele, Mitch Keller, Josiah Gray, Clayton Kershaw, who just got there on his name. He ain't doing dick.
No, that's not true. He's
Marcus
going to win the
Stroman.
Cy Young this year.
Marcus Stroman. Relievers. And
He's a Dodger, Joey. Come on.
yeah.
He's a Dodger. He's a Dodger.
Look at his stats.
Relievers, Alexis Diaz for Cincy, Josh Hader for Los Padres, Devin Williams for Milwaukee, Camilo Doval for San Fran. That's the first San Fran one I've seen, man. And David Bednar for Pittsburgh, which David Bednar did make the World Baseball Classic for the United States. So, I mean, there's one, right? I thought Pittsburgh might have had a couple more, being the season that they're having.
Well, they had the season that they were having, and now they're having the season.
I wouldn't say it's declining.
I would.
Might be a plateau at best.
Very best. So what I'm seeing is we got the Texas Rangers versus the Atlanta Braves.
It's looking like
Should be.
Are
fun.
we gonna see another AL win as usual? Because that's what I'm seeing.
I hope not. I hate the fact
That's what I'm seeing. They win every fucking year, dude.
yeah.
When was the last time the NL even won, dude? What was it, like 4 or 5 years ago?
So I think longer, honestly.
Yeah, it was a while. And I think when they won too, it was in extras. It was like a fucking like 11 inning like walk
Well,
off.
I remember
shit.
I remember as a kid when I got to watch Tony Gwynn come sliding in at home to win the game for the NL. I think that was 98. We went to the World Series there.
How'd that work out?
That was
got
big.
home run.
We
or
made
home
it.
field
Bitch.
we made
Cubs and
it.
the Braves. We beat the Cubs and the Braves that year.
Hey, I'm hanging on to 2016, baby. Let's go.
Because you ain't got nothing else to hang on to.
Mhm. Yeah, whoa, I'm hanging. I will die on that fucking cliff. Let's go.
I hope you jump off of it too. No,
I
home run
will.
derby.
I will.
The matchups, I don't have them on here, but I know Julio Rodriguez goes up against Pete Big Meat, the polar bear, Alonso for the first round. I wish Rob Manfred put on his cap and said, I'm going to rig it and put both of them on either sides of the bracket. That way we could possibly see a Mookie Betts versus Pete Alonso.
He just wants to
Or-
make names.
Yeah, that's what I want. Isn't that what the MLB wants?
Well, that's the only thing the MLB wants. But what
So
I'm
you might as
saying-
well push it because you
What
got
I'm saying is, why don't you push some of these kids against these cats that have been there? Because you got number one Luis Robert Jr. That how he's the number one seed. It is what it is.
Most home
It's
runs.
Number 8 seed, Adley Rushman. Who Adley Rushman's been having a fucking great year. Well, they both have. Don't get me wrong, but you know, you put the two exciting kids that you face them off right off the rip. I think it's anticlimactic. You got Pete and Julio, right? You got Mookie and Vlad. You got
Mookie and Vlad is going to be insane to watch first round.
you got Adolis Garcia and Randy Arozarena. I wouldn't mind seeing Randy Arozarena and Luis Robert, Adley Rushman, Pete Alonso, right? I'm talking about making the shit exciting. But once again, I'm a firm believer that they fucked up the home run derby when they took out the 10 outs.
So I do want to say that
I'm old school.
Vlad-
I agree with you, Mark. I miss those 10
Vlad
outs.
only
This
has
nice,
13 home
slow,
runs.
calm pace.
And Josh Hamilton did 31.
So sick, dude.
With
I
10
remember
outs.
where I was to this day on that
Man,
night. It was
I was
fucking
watching it at my dad's
amazing.
house, 2008. That
Fuck.
was a fucking year, boys.
I was at my buddy's house and he didn't even like baseball. And I was like, yo, let's watch this home run derby. We put it on. Josh Hamilton sending moonshots. And he goes, dude, who is this guy? You
Weren't they in
motherfucker didn't even
Houston?
watch baseball. They were in New York.
Were they in New York? Okay,
They
okay.
were in New York. I just remember Josh Hamilton just hitting that fucking upper deck, hit one to dead center. Oh, dude.
Josh
Ah.
Hamilton, after the All-Star break that year, went 5 for 5 his first game back. I think I remember that. I know he went 5 for 5. He was either right before it or right after.
I believe it. The dude was
Yeah,
hot
he was
as
hot.
you can be.
But Vlad, just on
He
name,
didn't,
he has 13 home runs this year. 13.
very huge surprise.
Juan Soto, for whatever
Huge
reason,
surprise.
declined, showing back
See,
up.
but we got to think, dude. Vlad's gonna be getting meatballs. They know how to pitch him now.
But he
He's gonna
didn't
be
show
getting
out last
meatballs.
year.
That's very true.
He didn't show
Fair
out
enough.
last year.
Fair
The
enough.
only reason why I know that is because I put money on him.
Adley has
I forget who I
home
put
runs.
money on last year.
Adley Rushman has 11 home runs on the year. I feel like we're kind of getting screwed here a little bit, boys.
On the odds or on the bracket.
Just
itself.
on the matchups.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Seems like we
the
could have
bracket
better
itself,
matchups
yeah.
this year.
Yeah, I'm not disagreeing with that at all.
I think this is probably, I'm not going to say the most letdown year, but it's not going to be as electric. I really don't think, unless they juice the balls. You know, that's the only thing I could think of.
Which
They
I'm
probably
pretty sure
will.
They do.
They will, dude, for sure. People want to see him fly. The people want to see him fly, dude. It's if there's any time to do it, it's the fucking home run derby, and they're doing it 100%. 100%.
Well, like I don't know, like me personally, I'd like to see. So Pete Alonso does have a boatload of home runs with Luis Robert. Mookie Betts is up there too, but I wouldn't have mind seeing Matt Olson, right? I wouldn't have mind adding Robert Acuna Jr. or Ronald Acuna Jr. Right? Now adding Luis Robert Jr., adding Adley Rushman, I think just because they've been exciting players, those are great additions. But the numbers are lacking, right?
Here's the thing though, dude. You got to look at experience. We saw Acuna Jr. in the Derby. Was it last year, 2 years ago?
2
I
years
can't even
ago.
remember. He did not perform to what everyone thought he was gonna do, and
Well, that's why
it's
Pete Alonso wins it.
Right.
and
then
then that's why
shit.
you look at fucking experience in the home run derby because it's so different. It's not, you're not facing, some guy who throws 100 miles an hour, a fucking high cheese and a fucking 70-mile-an-hour changeup. You're getting meatballs every single fucking time, and it's definitely a different game. So you look at guys who have experience.
Yeah, and there's a few players that said the home run derby ruined their swing.
Ruins their swing. Yeah,
Yeah.
a lot of people stay out of it. A lot of people stay out of it.
That's very true.
A lot of people stay out of it because of that. So,
Yeah.
you got to think of all the factors here. How many people were offered it and said no? Were these just the guys who said yes? Or were these the guys?
Well,
that
with
MLB
11
said
home
are-
runs, it had to be.
Yeah.
Yes.
I would have
Yeah,
liked
yeah,
to see Jorge Soler from Miami personally.
Yeah.
Soler's been
That would have been great. That would have been fucking great.
If I remember correctly, didn't he participate in the last 5 years?
No, I don't think he has. I don't think Soler's ever been in the Derby. I could be wrong, but I don't think he's ever been in the Derby. I feel like I would have remembered it as an ex-Cub who has a ring. I feel like I would have remembered that. But
You have a ring?
I do. I've got multiple. They're
Nice.
fake.
Nice.
They're fake
Good on you.
rings.
Good on you. Good on you, dude. So, Mark and Cody, I have an interesting pick for my hottest team out of the All-Star break.
What you got?
I'm not going to go with the Braves. I'm not going to go with the Rays.
It's too obvious. Go with the Reds. You can say the
Yeah.
Reds. You are.
Go with the Reds.
I love it.
That's my
I
team.
love it.
I think
That was-
they're going to absolutely explode. What do you got?
How,
Well, no, finish your thought. Finish your thought. Why do you think the
Yeah.
Reds are going to
Yeah.
explode?
They're young,
that
They
was
got
that was
Joey
my
Votto.
pick.
okay? Who's old, but cool. He's a cool old. He's like a grandpa that knows the word like flex, I mean, they're playing well. Now, my second pick was the Mariners because their pitching is outstanding. They just can't score. And if they trade for somebody that can score, or a few pieces that can score, I see them getting
Well,
hot too. But
Here's my only
I'm not
argument.
taking the upside on that you are going to trade for somebody. I like the Reds team right now. They're hot, they're young, they're going places. I see the
How
Reds
about
good.
Ellie De La Cruz, huh?
Yeah.
How
yeah,
about
showing
him,
up big,
dude?
Showing up big.
Dude, I just for shits and giggles, I went on our fantasy league just to see who the fuck had him, and none of you guys had him. I was like,
I haven't
all
logged
right.
in since.
I haven't logged in since 2
Makes
months ago.
sense.
Yeah.
Makes sense. I've been dominating. Makes sense. I don't blame you guys. You know, it's all for fun. I don't blame you guys. You know, you see me just dominating the fucking league. You know,
Here he goes.
I thought I was like, oh, no wonder he's available. No one
If I would
cares.
have known, that pitching was, I literally
Yeah,
thought
me
hitting
too.
was way more important.
Me too. Yeah, I had
But
no
you-
idea.
there's so many points on the hitting side. So many points. But all right, I will say this. So my thing with the Reds is that because they're young, I don't see them having enough gas in the tank.
They got all the gas.
I disagree.
They got so much high testosterone built through
I
them.
disagree. I think they're gonna fall short. Now, with the Mariners, you said they can't score, dude. They have a 35 run plus 35 run differential. They could score just fine.
Not enough.
Well, obviously it's not enough, or else they'd be in first, right?
Exactly, Mark.
But
No.
But the fact that you said that they can't score, I disagree. The Mariners are a team that I think are going to stay on fire throughout the fucking rest of the season, just because this is the same team last season that broke a lot of hearts to get into the postseason.
No, see,
Now,
but the
I'm saying
pitching
I
is
agree with you on
insane.
that. I'm saying I agree with you on that. My teams, who I think are going to come out hot after this little all-star break, right? Are the Nationals and the Cardinals. No, I'm just kidding. Jokes aside, folks. Jokes aside. Honestly.
Well, you are wearing a Jordan Love jersey, so you know.
Mark, who's your favorite?
Sorry, I love the
favorite
Packers.
player
dude.
of all time? Favorite quarterback of all time?
Jordan Love. No, so honestly, and I'm not gonna make the homer call because obviously I think the Padres are gonna be the hottest team coming out. I'm gonna say that every time. No, honestly, I think that the Phillies, National League wise, the Phillies are gonna come back hot. I really do. Okay. They in their last 10, they're 8-2. They're on a 4-game win streak. Okay. The run differential is dog shit. Don't get me wrong, it's only plus 15. But 8-2 ball. I mean, hey, that's a team that you really can't, obviously look at last season. You can't shake a stick at, right? American League wise, the team that I think is gonna come out hot, and I really I hate to say it. I honestly think it's gonna be the Yankees.
I see Philly doing it too.
I think it's gonna be the Yankees. Right? The Yankees got too much going on their side. They're playing 500 ball. Obviously, they're on a 3-game losing streak. That doesn't help. But once again,
Cubs won today.
they're going to be the Yankees that everybody expected. I think they're going to be late bloomers. It's a tough division right now. No one expected the Rays to do what they've done. Nobody expected the Orioles to fucking take second. Toronto, as inconsistent as they've been, they're in third, right? So, I mean, I think the Yankees, I'm going to stick with that. The Yankees and the Phillies, I think, are going to come out as hottest. And mind you, I'm only saying this, so I'm not Homer, right? Picking the Padres.
Well, what do you got to work with?
What do you mean?
Except for this, so this series that you're playing with the Mets right now is the $1 billion series.
Yeah.
Both rosters combined are over $700 million.
$750 million.
Wow.
We haven't picked one of
Holy
them
shit.
yet.
Onward.
Cody, are you picking one of the $1 billion franchises?
No, I would have, honestly. But I'm
No,
saying it's not fair.
no. And you stole it right out of my mouth, dude. That's why when we were guessing your teams and I was like the Reds, because I was like that was my team that I think is gonna come out hot. As much as I don't want to agree with you, Joey, that was my team. De La Cruz has been killing it. They're fucking young. They're fired up. They're ready to fucking win. And they're the biggest surprise of this year. And I don't see them slowing down as much as I want to pick the fucking Cubs, dude. We don't want to win, man. Like, we do, but we don't.
But hey,
Stroman was hot, is inconsistent, and our bats aren't fucking picking up the fucking slack. Yeah, we won
Just-
tonight. We beat the Yankees, but
just like I said though, they were going to be a sneaky team that nobody would predict. They're only
they
7 out.
could
They're only
they
7
could
out.
they could hang or they're hanging around, dude. They're hanging around. I think they'll hang around till the end.
If it makes
They-
you feel any better, they're the exact same team as the Padres right now, and as the Mets, with way less money going.
which is
out.
which is pretty crazy to think about. I mean, not gonna lie, dude. I know you've been high on them as a sleeper since the start, Mark. But I had no hope for this year. I'm thinking like 2-3 years down the line that maybe we could get something going. But this year's been fucking great for the Cubs. But as much as I want to, as much as I want to put everything in and say, yes, they're going to come out hot. They're going to come out fucking fired up, ready to go. I don't see it happening. I see the Reds taking over the fucking division. As surprising as them and the Pirates have been in the Central.
But let's not forget the Cubs have just gained huge ground and overtook the Pirates in these last 10 games.
Very true. Dude, I'm so happy with this year. I'm floored with how good our fucking squad has been performing, especially Stroman.
Machado just hit a 2-run home run in
No way.
It's 7-5.
No
Let's
way.
go, boys.
No fucking way.
They never say die Friday.
Damn.
Now, who's your American League team? Who do you think's coming out hot?
For the AL, dude, I mean, I could go obvious and just go with the fucking teams that are dominating.
You could go with the Twins or the Indians. One of them has to win.
Honestly, I almost went Houston. I mean, as an obvious pick, don't get me wrong, but
that was one team that I was leaning towards. I really like the Royals.
I was like, what?
I really like the
let the
Royals in
argument commence.
the next 2 years. They got a good minor league system going. No. The Twins are looking good. I mean, them and Cleveland are neck and neck, dude. But I mean, I look at the Tigers, man, hanging around at 6 back. How good does that make you feel, Joey? I'm not
jinxing anything. I'm not jinxing nothing, dog.
I know
It's been a while. It has been a while since I felt like this at the break.
You guys are 6 fucking games back. Let's go. Be happy. Fucking A.
I'm not jinxing anything though.
All right. So I won't jinx it either by saying that I think that they could make something happen. But Mark said the Yankees. That's a great pick, dude. The Red Sox.
I was gonna say the Red Sox.
The Red Sox aren't fucking out, man. They're not. They're still that whole division. That whole AL East is fucking tight as nails.
Yeah.
So a team that could really come from behind and swing the narrative is the Boston Red Sox. I love Rafael Devers. I like what they're doing with the team. Fuck, no one's even under 500 in that division, dude. That's a tough.
That's the hardest division in the league,
dude.
Hands down.
That is fucking tough, man. So in these next 3 months, anything can fucking happen, dude. Anything could happen. So, for the AL, let's go with the fucking Red Sox, dude. Let's do it. I mean,
I love
they
all
have
of our
the
picks,
tools.
honestly.
They all have the fucking tools to make it done.
I don't
To
hate any
get
of
it
our
done.
picks, dude. I love the young Mariners. I really do. The Red Sox, for some fucking reason, decided they were gonna not only hang around, but play good ball.
And they're only 3 out of wild card.
Yeah, and the Yankees, right? I hate the Yankees first and foremost, but the Yankees, you could just never count them out, right? So I love all those picks. Now, National League wise, I'm gonna go back on my Padres real quick, and I'm just gonna throw it out there. Listen, just like last season, we didn't come to until August and September, and we went 8 games up on the wild card. Now, I agree. Before all you shit talkers out there, well, you should have been in the division. Yes, agreed. I am pissed. Do not get me wrong. We are not playing to what we should be playing. Obviously, yes, we're one of the biggest disappointments at the break. Moving past all the bullshit, just like last season and the season before, we pick it up at the second half. I am not hitting the panic button. I fully believe come August, you're going to be looking at a new Padres. Not only new Padres not bullpen ball club, but positioning in the rankings, not just the wild card, but in the West. Because that's what we do. And I'm not convinced on the Diamondbacks. Now, listen, I really do. I love the Diamondbacks. I think they're a great ball club. I love the fact that they're doing so much damage with such a young team. I don't think they have enough gas in the tank. Okay. And the Dodgers have been done. The Dodgers have been done. And mark my words, they are done. Okay.
They're half a game out of first.
Hey, they're half a game out of first now. By the end of the season, you're going to be like, what a fall from grace. Calling it now.
Hot take.
I'm just calling it what it is. Now,
You know, Mark, wait. Before you start talking about the Diamondbacks and the Dodgers, you got to start beating out the Giants.
that's who I was just going to get to. One team
Beat
that
him
I'm
off.
afraid of because one team I'm afraid of is the Giants. You know why?
Oh, no, it's an odd year, too.
That's what I was just going to bring up. It's an odd year. It's an odd year, but Bruce Bochy's in the American League, so I've got that on my side. The Giants ain't shit without Bruce Bochy. Anybody who says otherwise is not a Giants fan. Oh, Buster Posey. Yeah, that's Bruce Bochy. You're welcome. Oh, Hunter Pence. Oh, yeah, that's Bruce Bochy. You're welcome.
Talking about Giants, Buster Posey just got arrested for a DUI, Mark.
Yeah.
No, did he really?
Yeah.
No, he didn't.
Oh no, you're lying.
I've
You're
said that
lying.
since the start of the show.
So that being
Not this
said,
show.
That being said,
overall.
I know. I don't know why I fucking believed you. I was like, for a split second, I was like, no, he did. Like,
It's
no way.
It's heartbreaking, and nobody
Yeah,
would believe
that,
it.
that
and
wouldn't.
that's
Yeah,
out of left field.
deep down, I didn't. But in the back of my head, I was like, anything's possible.
Mark almost cried when I told him.
oh, so you're just gonna pour yourself one.
I was just sipping it.
So listen here,
winded.
folks. We're running out of time, but check this out. United States women's national team World Cup starts July 20th. Guess what? They named some captains and some co-captains. Your first captain, Alex Morgan.
We knew
that. Surprise. I mean, besides just being everything you need her to be on and off the field, she fucking executes. I mean, that's just obvious pick. Now,
You know who was a big letdown for America?
who's that?
Hope Solo. Not in terms of playing, but in terms of
She had her troubles off.
no, I'm not even talking about that. It was a disappointment. I was expecting way better.
Yeah, me too.
Yeah. Only real ones will know what we're talking about.
Now, the co-captain, which
Why?
bless me. Now, the co-captain, Lindsey Huron. Now, she's a newer player, been doing work, been showing out, right? She plays for the French league in the Olympic Lyon, right? So with these two, what I love is you got experience and execution. You got hunger. You got hunger and hope, right? On the other end. I love it. Obviously, another United States victory for a World Cup. I just don't see it any other way. It's going to be very simple. The United States are going to show up, shoot freedom and venom in every direction, and we walking away with the trophy. What say you?
America.
This is what I
America.
say, Mark.
USA, baby.
While you're watching that, the fake Americans played. I said what I said. And I stand by what I said. I'll be watching the real Americans in the Gold Cup. Yeah, I hope USA wins the Women's World Cup, but at the same time, no, fuck you, lose to Russia. Bunch of somethings, you know? You're gonna step on the American flag, don't play for this country.
Wait, the female stepped on the American flag?
Rapino did, yeah.
That was one player.
Yeah, Megan Rapino.
Fuck that.
Everybody rallied behind.
And she's not off the team?
No, they actually praised her.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. I'm out of this conversation.
Yeah.
So
So the real American.
For
The real American.
The real ones.
The Gold Cup. Sunday night, folks, tune in.
We play Canada.
And guess what? We already beat their ass in the Nations League and won
Hey,
in hardware. But quarterfinals, knockout stages of the Gold Cup. USA Canada, Sunday night or Sunday evening, depending on how old you are, right? 4:30 Arizona time.
We're
Okay.
winning. Tune in to watch USA destroy Canada like Canada's destroyed themselves with their,
Amen.
wildfires.
Amen. And Qatar will play.
and Prime Minister.
Amen.
Hey, fuck Providence, dog.
Qatar will play Panama. And the day before, Mexico and Costa Rica.
No,
will
the
play.
same day. Same day. It's that night.
Is it? No, it's
It's
on
tomorrow.
Dude, fuck it. I'm throwing all my money on the US on that game. Let's go.
Let's go, dude.
Well, we gotta be like what, like a minus 1,000 favorite on that shit? Against Canada? Minus 1 million?
eight,
That would
that's
be
what
the
we just said.
Yeah, but
most
you said the
insane
next day.
odds.
I'm in the day before. My bad. Yeah, no, Joey's right. The day before, Mexico, Costa Rica, Panama, Qatar, all on July 8th.
And then Sunday morning, Jamaica versus Guatemala. I don't know what's gonna happen in that game.
I feel like it's gonna fall into the hands of Jamaica by an on purpose goal and an on accident goal, right? The United States, I feel a 2-0 victory over Canada. Solid 2-0 victory.
I think we're pushing forward.
The only reason why I say 2 is because the roster has been changed. Okay. Or not changed, but it's not the same roster in which we
So
had-
is it
this Vieira on the squad?
Yes, he is.
We're
Hey,
scoring
first American ever
Is it-
to have 2 hat tricks back to back.
Is it safe that I throw $1,000 on US winning by 2?
Yes.
Safe. Joey looks a little worried about that.
I am. Because you're gonna want to do it by 8, Cody.
Oh, let's go. I'm throwing it all in, dude.
Oh,
Fuck
and
my house.
there
Dude, I don't
it
need my
goes.
house. I don't need my house, dude. We'll be
The lights
fine.
go.
USA, 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 USA. All right.
USA. Here we go,
Now,
we got a
be
light.
sure to tune in. Be sure to tune in. Make it happen, Captain. Okay. And we will be back next week to tell you how we just won the World Cup. I mean, the Gold Cup.
And we're gonna play like Jamaica, probably. Get our revenge, probably. And Mexico's gonna lose to Qatar again.
Dude, that would be phenomenal. Awesome. Well, folks, thank you for talking some shit. This has been a show.
A pleasure.
Cody, thank you for your time and talking some UFC.
Thank you for having me here to talk some shit.